Hello, everyone. Chaplain Brooklyn Home. I want to give some updated information and share some things with you. As we all know, the COVID-19 numbers are increasing. So we have to be more vigilant and focusing on not only your own safety and well-being, but also the health of the people we support. So this message is not saying that this is something you must absolutely do, though we do strongly encourage you to do these things specifically for the people we support, but also you as individual in your personal life for the staff. First of all, I want to take this time to thank all of you uh, individual staff for what you've been doing. You have been cleaning, you have been keeping the people we support safe. The homes are safe, and I'm really impressed with how much work you have done. Please keep up this work a little bit longer. We need to be a little bit more strict with the certain items, especially with the cleaning and disinfecting of things. We already know we have a checklist of things that have to be cleaned in the home, and that's wonderful. Continue to use that. But we do want to add one thing is cleaning of the vehicles, the house vehicles, the van. So the steering wheel, the seats, seat belts, the mileage button, the ticker, all the knobs, the radio knobs, the heat and air conditioning knobs, all the panel, the door handles, inside and out, back in the front, booster seats, any strollers that any of our people we support, any of those surfaces that the people we support would touch or that you touch, make sure we clean. And we don't have to do it all. We can ask some of the people we support to join us. They would love to help. They would love, it'll keep them busy. They can help clean up and disinfect our vehicles, the company vehicles. For the staff, we know that there is a requirement to have the mask on the whole shift. You can take it off when you take a drink or eat something, but you also have to keep your social distance 6 feet or more. And please schedule your meal times when there's no one else having a meal time at the same time. If you feel the need to take a break, go ahead and take a break and take a drink, and then make sure you wash off that surface if you want to take a drink. If you feel you need some type of a mental health break or you need a break from the staff, just with a mask, tell one of the other staff members to say, hey, I need a few minutes. Make sure all the people we support are covered, go outside, then go ahead and do what you got to do. Take your mask off, you can breathe. If you're going to be inside and you take that mask off for a personal break, make sure you disinfect the area that you were in. A few things that I want to talk about with the house and the vehicles. We want to make sure we have enough PPE, baby wipes, sanitizing spray, disinfecting spray, gloves. We'd like to add a couple of extra items, for example, extra masks. A mask may fall. Once it's touched the ground, it has to be discarded and put on a new mask for yourself or the people we support. Also have a little bag or something for trash so we can throw it out when we're done with the van use. I would like to strongly encourage you too, with the people we support, we do not force them to wear a mask when they're out in the community. We can certainly encourage them, see if they can tolerate the masks, because as these numbers grow higher and higher and get worse, it'll be safer for them. For example, someone like Shannon, Kirk, Chi, they may not tolerate them. So offer it to them, ask them if they want to, fine. But if they choose not to, and it's their right not to use that mask if they can't tolerate it, make sure you use the wipes, the personal baby wipes for their hands and their face, and the disinfectant wipes for anything that they've touched. We don't want to prevent them from going out in the community. They want that opportunity. We do want them to get outside in the community, and we don't want them to injure themselves, but we also want to make sure that we respect their rights to not use a mask. And again, I want to emphasize the use of wipes, disinfection. We talked about the vehicles inside and out, now your own personal vehicles as well. Vehicles, the keys for these vehicles, make sure you clean the keys as well. Brooklyn, there are backpacks, personal bags that we take with the people, the house keys. You touch the railing inside and outside of the house, anything that can come in contact with the people, from the people, anyone, not only the people we support. So make sure those are all clean. We're hoping that our numbers keep going down, but we want our staff to remain safe and the people we support to be safe as well. If there's something you're not certain, please reach out to Josh, reach out to myself, reach out to a site supervisor, reach out to Karen. If you're not certain if something should be done, please feel free to reach out to us. So let's talk about a few of the individuals themselves and what we would like for them to do. Let's focus on Chaplain first. With Shannon, please use baby wipes often on her hands and faces. Encourage to wash eyeglasses. It could be perhaps someone has a behavioral incident and they throw the glasses. As soon as those glasses hit the floor, pick them up and wash them at a safe time. Pillows. We suggest that the pillowcases are changed often. Use disinfectant spray if you could. Blankets. Try and replace them. If they go out in the community, they have a blanket. When they come back in, wash that and give them a new blanket. For Jennifer, just prompt her to wash her hands more frequently and also to wash her own glasses as frequently as possible. And even if she takes something out of her mouth, a partial, and puts it down, encourage her to wash them. When it comes to Mike, please encourage him to keep the social distance. We know that he loves the physical contact. Maybe you can do like a little foot pump, like you would do a fist pump, but with your feet or with your elbow, and prompt him to wash his hands often. When it comes to Emily, she's got very dry skin on her hands. So do prompt her to wash her hands very often. And when she's done, encourage her to use some moisturizer on them just to keep her hands clean and safe and not cracked. The people at Brooklane, some suggestions. Johnny, for example, we know that he's got some wounds on his hands. So, and they're open wounds. So please do not use hand sanitizer on him. With your gloves, use, help encourage him to wash his hands. Encourage him to wear gloves. Use wipes or any iPads that he uses. Make sure they're wiped and cleaned regularly. And we know Chi, he loves to touch all kinds of surfaces. So please be sure every time he goes to touch something, use one of those baby wipes to clean his face and his hands and his arms. Sanitize as much as possible. If he goes out for a walk, please encourage him to wear a mask and offer that to him. Barner, encourage him and prompt him to wash his hand regularly. He goes to work. When he comes in from work, encourage him to take a shower and have his clothing washed, because things could transfer from the outside of the home into the home. Elena, encourage her and prompt her to wash her hands, especially after bathroom use. She typically runs the water, sticks her hands under the water and then takes them out. But with a staff having gloves on their own hand, model what hand washing should be like and make sure it's for the full 25 seconds. With Kirk, please use wipes, the baby wipes for the face and hands, and encourage him to use wipes. We know that that Kirk loves his stuffed animals. Sometimes he brings them out in the community. When we come back in the house, before we come back in the house, spray them down. Leave them outside for an hour after they've been sprayed, and use wipes for any kind of toys or item that he likes to use for comfort. So these are some of the people that we want to review some things, and thank you so much. It's really important to keep in mind this COVID safety. Be healthy, everyone. Thanks so much, and you're the best.